Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Knut Johnson here reporting for the Hudson Raider Women's High School Soccer Program. We're playing Somerset tonight. Your Hudson Raiders dressed in the familiar home whites. Jordan Helterbrand, senior captain, number 13, ready to defend, along with number 16, junior captain Maddie Haynes with her back to you. Center referee is Nepal Howland there. Nepal will be center ref for today's game. And the Somerset Spartans are here to play Hudson tonight. Hudson quickly recovers the kickoff by the Spartans, sending the ball up to the right flank there into open space. Beautiful night for soccer tonight, folks. Somerset sends the ball out of bounds. Virgil is the side referee over on the side there. Emma Olsen, right defender for the Raiders, takes that throw in. Jordan Helterbrand sends the ball to the top of the box there. Maddie Haynes can't quite get a hand on that. And goalkeeper Taylor Sporletter stops that ball, punts the ball out. Amanda Carey, number 3 for the Raiders, collects it in, dribbles into the midfield, sends it out to the right flank there to number 11, junior Mackenzie Drace. Drace up the right flank on the side, does some maneuvers there with scissors. Nice job by Drace. Ball gets carried out of bounds by the Somerset Spartans. Oh my gosh, they're going to call that off of Drace and give a goal kick to the Hudson Raiders. Clearly carried out of bounds there by the Somerset Spartan defender there. But Somerset, number 14, is going to be Hannah Waskowski, a defender for the Spartans, is going to take this goal kick. Nice lofted ball up and out to the left side for the Spartans there to the midfield area. Drace trying to defend, goes up to their left forward there. That looks like number 5, Anna Rybacki, the young forward for the Spartans. Ball gets sent out of bounds off the Spartans' number 2. That's Anya Swanson, a defender there, and Emma Olsen, the defender for Hudson, is going to take that throw in. It's intercepted by Somerset. Ball goes out of bounds off of Somerset. There's Coach Aaron Gehring there on the far left with the ponytail. Aaron Gehring actually played soccer at UW La Crosse with Coach Knutsen's youngest daughter, Megan Knutsen, where they became good friends. So Knutsen knows the Somerset coach very well. Emma Richard with the ball there, gets into dribbling into open space, gets around one defender and another. Ball's played back to Jordan Helterbrand. Hill loses the ball, and Richard takes a shot, goes up and over the left side of the far post there. Good shot by Richard. That's a good start for Hudson. Got the ball kids there fetching balls for the game today. We appreciate having the Hudson Soccer Association youth teams be the ball kids for the games. Here's number 14 again for the Somerset Spartans, Hannah Waskowski, taking the goal kick for the Spartans. Waskowski kicks it up. Maddie Haynes gets a header on it. Ball's going back and forth in the midfield there. Number 3 for the Spartans is Elsie Sharton-Folkert. Gets that ball into the midfield area and trying to get it up to her forwards. Emma Olsen wins the ball, gets it back to Iverson, turns it over to Somerset. Comes back onto the top. Taylor Brinkman tries to win the ball and maintain possession. Goes back to Somerset again. Brinkman gathers the ball in, gets touched away. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds off the Somerset Spartans, and Hudson will take the throw in here. And Emma Olsen drops the ball, and they called the ball out on Hudson. With Virgil and Nepal, I've come to understand that's going to happen from time to time. Throw in by the Somerset Spartans there. Jordan Helterbrand coming back trying to win the ball. Somerset still controls. Left-footed shot gets sent up. Karen Chuckle in the white with the orange goalkeeper top. Chuckle with a goalkeeper toss out to Tyler Huber, number 22, the sophomore midfielder for the Raiders. She sends that upfield towards Emma Richard. And Huber trying to win a ball. Amanda Carey, number 3, wins this one. Carey sends a left-footed shot toward Emma Richard. Doesn't connect with Richard or Haynes. Ball's going to go out of bounds here off of Somerset. Should be a Hudson throw in this time. And it is. Ani Lewis, number 25, freshman defender for the Raiders, throws the ball upfield, gets it to Maddie Haynes. Haynes with the ball on the left flank there, crosses it in, gets a left foot shot in front of the goal here, bounced off the goalkeeper's knees and out of bounds, or toward out of bounds there. The ball still in possession. Ani Lewis gets the ball on the right foot, sends the ball back into Haynes. Haynes with a touch that gets a little bit away from her, but turns and fires a right-footed shot on the ground on one bounce, goes to goalkeeper Taylor Sporletter. And that ball is punted away again. Near midfield, Emma Olson heads the ball out to the right midfielder, Mackenzie Drace. Ooh, a collision there between Drace and number 2, Anya Swanson. Hudson got the best of that confrontation. Taylor Brinkman with the ball, switches fields over to Ani Lewis. Ani trying to get the ball down the left side there. Ball goes back to Lewis. Lewis trying to get it to the midfield there. Number 14 is Hannah Waskowski for the Spartans. Temporarily wins the ball, but Carey wins the ball back. A right foot sent up to the left flank to Haynes. Haynes on a bit of a breakaway here. Touches the ball to the center there. Ball gets to Emma Richard. Haynes with the ball turns and fires, goes to the left side of the goal, harmlessly out of bounds. It's going to be another goal kick for the Spartans. And number 1, Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper for the Somerset Spartans, sends the ball out to the corner. They're going to be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders here. Raiders are in their goal line set with 2 players near the kicker. Taylor Brinkman prepares to take this kick. Runs a play, goes to the midfielder Amanda Carey, number 3. Carey trying to get her space to get a shot off, sends it to Richard, actually. Richard gets it to the middle to Jordan Helterbrand there, who stabs at it with the left foot. I think we're going to be calling that a shot, but the ball goes off of the Somerset player outside off the end line. That's going to be another corner for the Hudson Raiders. Let's see what they run this time. Taylor Brinkman sets the ball in the top of the arc. Brinkman lofts this ball inside to the goal box area there. There's number 11, Mackenzie Drace, gets knocked on her backside there. Carey with the ball here, trying to get it off, tries to pull it back to her left foot. Carey still battling for a ball, doesn't win that. Somerset does. Somerset sends it upfield. Emma Olson gets a touch. There's Anna Rybacki for Somerset trying to win the ball from Emma. Emma Olson wins the ball, gets it back to Amanda Carey, number 3, the senior midfielder. Over to Iverson, number 7, the left center midfielder. Iverson trying to get space to shoot. That's a trip, and that should be called. That's going to be a free kick for the Hudson Raiders. Let's see what they do with it here. Iverson's going to set the ball up for the free kick. Let's see who Coach Knutson's hollering to take that, and he's probably hollering Iverson like I thought, and he does. So Hudson trying to get set up for the direct free kick here. Iverson should drive this ball toward the goal. Let's see what she does as the whistle blows from Nepal, the center ref here. Iverson chips the ball, hits the post, live ball here. Somerset gets the ball away. Boy, that was a very close to a ESPN highlight goal there with Iverson chipping that ball in. Iverson sends the ball toward the center there, toward Richard, but Somerset gets a touch on it. Amanda Carey wins that ball, though. Sends it out to the right flank there to Mackenzie Drace, number 11. Drace with the ball on the touchline there on the side. Evasive maneuver around the player. Well done by Drace. Lofted into the goalkeeper. Sporletter, a great stop on that play. Number 1, Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper for the Somerset Spartans, punts the ball away here. Ball goes toward midfield, up and over. Ani Lewis heads the ball to Jess Iverson, number 7, the midfielder for the Raiders. Gets it to Amanda Carey, number 3. Carey sends the ball up to the right flank over to Jordan Helterbrand, number 13, the senior captain. Helterbrand does a one-touch beside the player, coming in the goal box area. Lofts the ball across. It's touched by the goalkeeper and hits the post and goes up and over. Let's see if that ball went out the end line and is going to be a corner kick, or if it went out the... Oh, my gosh. That, unbelievably, again, they give the ball to the wrong team on that play. The goalkeeper touched that ball, and you could clearly see that before it hit the post, but none of the referees saw that. Ball's in the goal box there for the Hudson Raiders. Mackenzie Drace currently with the ball, trying to send it out to Emma Richard. Richard sends it into Helterbrand. Somerset intercepts, but Amanda Carey wins the ball, puts the ball down to her feet, takes a right foot shot, hits traffic. Helterbrand with the ball. Helterbrand with a shot, goes to the left side of the post. Going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans here. Good shot by Helterbrand on that one. Good power, good angle. Usually hollering with the coaches to go far post. She did and just happened to miss it a little wide left. Waskowski here steps aside. Haynes intercepts that ball, comes down on the left side of the box, getting leaned on there by number 19, Bella Walgren. Somerset wins that ball and does clear it out. Ani Lewis steps in and gets a touch, but it goes right to Somerset. Amanda Carey steps up, wins the ball. Richard trying to gain possession, and does now. Richard trying to send it up to Helterbrand. Somerset intercepts, sends it forward. Amanda Carey cuts that ball back with a hard chop there, wins the ball, sends it up to Helterbrand on the right flank. Helterbrand crossing the ball into Richard. Richard trying to get a shot off, and it goes off the goalkeeper, hits the post, and goes out of bounds. Taylor Sporletter sends that one out of bounds. That should be a corner kick by the Hudson Raiders. But again, sometimes this refereeing crew with Virgil and Nepal, you have to guess sometimes. There's Emma Olson, number 14, the junior right defender, generally, for the Hudson Raiders, ready to take the corner kick. Emma lofts a nice ball, intercepted by Somerset's number 2. Again, that's Anya Swanson for Somerset. She carries the ball out of bounds off her body, and that's going to be another corner kick for the Hudson Raiders, so Olson will do a redo. Hudson already dominating on the corners, 4 or 5 to none here in the game so far. I expect that to continue. Emma Olson with a nice lofted ball into the goal box area there. A number of players hit it, but it bounces harmlessly to goalkeeper Taylor Sporletter, number 1, the goalkeeper for the Somerset Spartans. Sporletter with the punt. Good punt past midfield area there. Somerset does win that ball and just tries to send the ball up top to a speedy forward there. It looks like number 4, Maddie Scott, playing a left forward position for the Somerset Spartans. Hudson's Emma Olson fixing her hair here during a substitution will take the throw. Olson with the throw in down the sideline there. Flicked ahead by Jordan Helterbrand, trying to gain possession. Iverson gets a right-footed touch, goes to Somerset. Somerset sends it back up. Brinkman sends it out. Ball goes up toward the center there. Emma Olson gets a nice touch and dispossesses the ball. Somerset trying to gain possession here, and nobody's really gaining control until Somerset does. Crosses a left-footed ball that goes to the side of the net there, harmlessly out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. Taylor Brinkman will set up for this free kick for Hudson. Brinkman with good length to her game and good loft on the ball will send this ball up and out. You can see by that kick, well done. Ball bounces shy of center. Maddie Haynes is near that ball, along with Kyla Shuey, number 12 there, who's in the game for the Raiders. Ani Lewis, the left back, wins that ball, tries to get it out. Jess Iverson and Ani fighting for the same space and the same ball. Montana Hoder, number 18 there, defending for Hudson on the ball. Somerset kicks the ball out the end line there, and that should be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. And they're calling a corner kick. Guess what, folks? Sometimes it's hard to see the obvious. Number 2, Anya Swanson for the Somerset Spartans is taking this corner. A marginal effort on that corner kick. You can see they probably don't get or practice a lot of corners. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for the Spartans. All right, Anya Swanson with the throw-in there. Goes out of bounds off of the Spartan player, and Hudson will now regain possession and take the throw-in there. Ball comes in from the ball kids on the sideline to Emma Olson for the throw. Olson with a high lofted ball to Montana Hoder. Tries to get it down to her feet and does to Jess Iverson, who sends it back to Olson, who lofts the ball up and out for the Raiders. Going near number 21, Katie Woodley there. Woodley trying to get the ball down to her feet and sent out of bounds there by number 13, Brigham Harris, the midfielder for the Somerset Spartans there, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Emma Olson, number 14 there again for the Hudson Raiders, taking the throw and goes off the head of the Spartans. Going to be yet another throw-in. Montana Hoder gets a quick start there for the Raiders. Ball goes to Jess Iverson. Iverson with control sends it up to Hildebrand. Hildebrand on the right flank crosses the ball into the box area, and Shuey with the right foot, but doesn't get any length on the shot. It went about 20 feet high and about 5 feet long. Shuey sends that ball up in the air and can't get a driven ball toward the net. Hudson loses that goal-scoring opportunity, but does get a corner kick out of it. You see Taylor Brinkman, the center back for the Raiders, approaching the ball, ready to set it down. Knutson likes the Raiders to run set plays and not just loft all the balls into the goal box there until they get players that'll attack the ball. I know he wants to run plays. So this is a set play to the up player on the goal line set, trying to get it back to Taylor Brinkman. Brinkman battling for the ball with the Somerset Spartan, and under mild pressure with Brinkman, Somerset just knocks the ball out of bounds. Turns it over to Hudson. It's going to be a throw-in. Ani Lewis, the left back for the Raiders, takes this throw, throws it toward the box there, tries to get it to Katie Woodley. Haynes fighting for the ball, sends it back there. Kyla Shuey wins the ball, cuts it back. Tries to get it to Haynes on the left flank there. Haynes puts the ball on her right foot, sends the ball in, goes to the left side of the goal and out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Substitutions coming in for Somerset.
Sydney Nelson, number 13, Brigham Harris, and number 14, Hannah Wiskowski.
Goal kick is taken, headed by Shuey. Back to the corner there. Somerset just knocking the ball out of bounds. You can tell the skill of a team when their players under even perceived pressure just bang the ball out of bounds, just like you saw there. Amanda Carey trying to get a right foot on the ball and does, but doesn't get the body turned. The ball goes nowhere near the goal there, about 5 to 10 yards away from the goal on the right side, and that'll be a goal kick. Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper, number 1 for the Somerset Spartans, passes the ball off to a defender who's going to take this free kick. Can't quite see that number well enough to read it for you, folks. Sorry. Somerset takes the goal kick, tries to send it out to the left side there. Amanda Carey wins the ball in the air, tries to send the ball through, it driven back out by the Somerset defenders. Hudson should be doing a much better job of possession with a team that doesn't have nearly the skill that they possess. Hudson tried to take the shot here. It obviously was used off the Somerset player, and that's going to be yet another corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. This is number 14, Emma Olson, taking the corner kick for the Raiders. Emma lofts the ball up to the goal box area there, headed by Jess Iverson into the box. Maddie Haynes running on, trying to win that ball, but carries it out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans.
Subbing in for the Raiders, number 11, Kenzie
Okay, that time they made an actual wrong call, and they're giving a corner to the Hudson Raiders, even though we headed that ball out of bounds. We'll take it. If you keep track, we're still behind on the bad calls here. Taylor Brinkman, number 15 for the Raiders, putting the ball on the arc area there, ready to take the corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. Beautiful ball right into the penalty box area there. A little header by Ani Lewis, and then puts it down to her feet, and Ani gets a shot on goal, and Sportletter has to jump high to make that save. That's a good save by their goalkeeper. She punts the ball out of harm's way there, short of midfield. Ani Lewis won the ball temporarily, but turned it over to number 14, Wiskowski, for the Spartans. Jess Iverson with the ball right now. Right-footed pass, slots it over to number 12, Kyla Shuey. Shuey with a left-footed shot into the goal box area there. Haynes can't get a ball toward the goal, sends it back. Jess Iverson trying to win that ball and does. Sends it to Amanda Carey. Amanda Carey in some open space here. See if Carey can get a shot off. trying to get by a couple defenders here. She tries to loft the ball in, chips it back to the 6-yard line, and Katie Woodley and Jordan Hildebrand are both there. I don't know which one touched that ball, but again, went right back to goalkeeper Sporletter. And Taylor is having a pretty good game here with, she's probably got 7 to 8 saves early into the game already. Somerset with the ball, trying to advance the ball up the field. They really have posed no threat whatsoever to scoring against the vaunted Hudson defense here. This is as deep into the territory as I remember them getting it, but Ani Lewis sends it back to Amanda Carey, and the counterattack is on. Hudson's moving forward. Carey sends a long ball up to the center there to Maddie Haynes. Haynes with her speed gets to the outside. Nobody faster on this field than Haynes. Cuts it in. Haynes going to put the ball on her right foot for a shot. It gets it up, and oh, it's another post for the Hudson Raiders. Man, oh man, oh man. And Jordan Hildebrand gets a rebound there. Beautifully executed play by Maddie Haynes there, where she receives the long ball from Carey. Dribbles down the field, evades the defender, puts the ball on her dominant right foot there, and hits a great shot. Almost upper shelf goal, would have been the first goal of the game. And rebound by Hildebrand goes up and over as well. So Hudson is dinging the post and hitting him up and over, and just not getting him in. I don't think Coach Knutson's too worried, because they're doing 9 out of 10 things right here, and it's just a matter of time before the floodgates open. So Katie Woodley in the center midfield. Beautifully slotted ball to Hildebrand, who gets a touch again, goes straight to the goalie's belly. We are making this goalkeeper look a little like Hope Solo, the U.S. national team, by sending balls right to her hands and right to her belly instead of using the rest of the 24 feet of net that we have. Shuey loses control of the ball there and carries the ball out of bounds on her own there. Somerset, number 19 there, is going to take the throw. That's Bella Walgren, a defender for the Spartans. Haynes is a junior captain with the yellow armband there, signifying her captainship in the picture. Throw in by Walgren, touched up by Jess Iverson, and Somerset kicks the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the Hudson Raiders here. Ani Lewis, left back, comes up, takes the throw, gets it to Haynes down the sideline. See if Haynes can lift this ball up and over. She uses the Somerset defender there, and they knock it out of bounds. That's going to be a corner for the Hudson Raiders. Yeah, they got that one right. Glad to see it. Brinkman again taking the set for the Hudson Raiders here. Hudson dominating on the offensive opportunities with corners, but no goal opportunities on the corners. There's Haynes back to Brinkman on a set play. Brinkman trying to send it into the middle there to Amanda Carey, trying to get it over to Jess Iverson, and does. Iverson trying to get into free space. Carey back with the ball. Carey gets a left-footed shot off. Again, a one bouncer to the goalkeeper. That's an easy stop for Taylor Sporletter for the Somerset Spartans. And she punts the ball away again. Ball is near midfield there. Iverson gets a touch. Shuey loses control of the ball. Goes down the center, and there's Karen Chuckle using her feet out of the goal box area, which she cannot use her hands once she goes outside the goal box area. Hudson knocks the ball out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for the Somerset Spartans. Taking the throw-in is number 19, and that's Bella Walgren for the Spartans. Walgren takes the throw-in. Shuey wins that ball, calling a foul against Somerset. Not quite sure what happened there, folks. I didn't see that, but Hudson's going to take a free kick here on the ground. Substitutions coming on for both teams. Looks like Jess Iverson's going to set up to take this. Well, looks like they're going to take the throw-in. Okay, thought it was a free kick with the ball sitting there. Iverson ready to take the throw-in for the Raiders and does. Good length on that throw-in, trying to get it up to Katie Woodley. Somerset just knocks the ball out of bounds again. Iverson again with the ball. Throwing it up the line there for Hudson to win, and that's Milbrandt, number 26. Lauren Milbrandt, the junior, who's playing left mid for the Raiders now. And Iverson at number 7, normally a center midfielder, is now playing a little defense for the Hudson Raiders. Knutson likes to try kids in different positions with some teams just to see where they function best. There's number 5, Savannah Jensen, with a shot that hits the post. Good left shot by Jensen. Rattles the left post. Carey sends the ball back into Jensen. Savannah Jensen, number 5, the young freshman, gets the ball back. And Hoder has that ball, and Hoder gets a shot off. And Taylor Sporletter wins that one. Boy, good attack by the Hudson Raiders there. And Jensen was, for about the third or fourth time in the game, Hudson was 2 or 3 inches away from an ESPN highlight goal. They're just not dropping yet, folks. We're in the first half of the game with the Somerset Spartans against the Hudson Raiders. One thing I can guarantee you, with the number of throw-ins and free kicks and corner kicks that the Raiders are earning here, with Somerset just banging the ball out of bounds, this is probably going to be a 5, 6, 7 to nothing game. Could be a 10 to nothing mercy rule, even though the score is 0-0 right now. Somerset has not mounted any offensive threat whatsoever against the Hudson Raider team today. Chuckle has only touched the ball a few times. Hoder with a good ball into the box area there, and Grace Potter for the Raiders tries to get a touch. Can't get a foot on it, though. Amanda Carey trying to turn and fire, but has dispossessed the ball. Somerset mounting their counterattack, but Hudson wins the ball back. The ball goes from Carey to Shuey. Shuey with the ball in the midfield here, cutting it back and forth, sends it over to Marley Johnston, number 8, the young freshman. Excuse me, that sounded like a duck. Marley Johnston, the young center midfielder for the Raiders. Hudson's defense sends it up, trying to get it to Montana Hoder, number 18, and number 5, Savannah Jensen for the Hudson Raiders as forwards up on top. Ball goes out of bounds off of Somerset again. Hoder is going to take this throw in. Tries to get it to Savannah Jensen and does. Jensen puts the ball on her right foot there, and Somerset kicks the ball out of bounds. That should be another Hudson Raider corner kick, and it is. Hudson just dominating the corner kicks in the first half. I believe that's number 8 or 9 already. There's Taylor Brinkman, number 15, the junior center back for the Raiders, going to take this kick, and we'll see if they execute a set play or if they're going to loft it into the box. We'll see what Brinkman does. Brinkman lofts this ball, high ball, comes out, and Marley Johnston sends the ball backwards, and Hudson midfielders, Mackenzie Drace sends it back to defender Jess Iverson. Iverson sends it back to Drace. Actually, Drace playing a right D spot at this point too. Tries to get the ball into the midfield to Grace Potter, number 9 there, the junior midfielder for Hudson. Trying to get the ball to Jensen up on top again, and Jensen with the ball, crosses it with the right foot, but up and over the goalpost there. That one high up and over, not a great scoring chance, but it was an opportunity. Ball needs to be contained within the 8-foot high by 24-foot wide net, and we were about 12 to 14 feet high there. Somerset taking the goal kick here. Lauren Milbrandt competing for that ball, wins it. Does a soul roll with the left foot, tap back, trying to get it to a teammate, hits the defender there. Off of Bella Walgren, and Hudson wins the ball again. Mackenzie Drace as a defender wins the ball, trying to get it over to Marley, but Somerset intercepts. Amanda Carey there as a midfielder controlling the ball. Back taps to herself, changes direction, good move. Ball goes back to Drace. Drace has the ball under a little pressure there from Somerset. Back taps, nice move again. Ball goes from Drace to Taylor Brinkman, back to Mackenzie Drace. Touches it out to the right side. Now a good burst of speed from Drace. A nice lofted ball. That's a good bit of work by Drace and Brinkman. Ball goes to Grace Potter for a left foot, and it goes out to the left side there. Goalkeeper comes out of the goal box. Got to use her feet there, and does. Sends the ball up and into the midfield there, where Amanda Carey gets a touch on the ball. Collision there in the midfield there. No foul. Clean play. Try to get sent up to Grace Potter there. Somerset sends the ball back. Jess Iverson touches it to Kyla Shuey. Hudson can't control the ball, but Marley gets it over to Drace, who sends the ball back to the outside to Hoder. Hoder trying to maintain possession here. Ball goes out of bounds off of Somerset. It's going to be a throw-in for Hudson. Hoder takes the throw-in. It goes to Savannah Jensen. Jensen trying to maintain control, takes a right-footed shot, bounces off a Somerset defender. She just kicks it out of bounds, and Hudson will take the throw-in. Taking the throw for the Hudson Raiders is number 11, Mackenzie Drace. She sends the ball back to Taylor Brinkman, the center back. She sends it over to the left defender, Jess Iverson. Iverson puts the ball on her right foot, up and in, trying to get the ball toward Amanda Carey. Carey does gain possession there, dribbling in the midfield, sends it back to Brinkman. Brinkman carries the ball right up the center there. Defenders close ranks while Brinkman makes the run here. Brinkman trying to get it up to the center there, up to Grace Potter. Can't quite get there, and Somerset sends that ball out of bounds. Actually, Montana should have let that ball go and taken the throw in. Instead, tried to get a touch and send it out of bounds herself. It's going to be a Spartan throw in here off the Hudson turnover. Number 7 taking the throw in is Morgan Peterson, a defender for the Spartans. Marley Johnston trying to win the ball. Somerset does. Marley comes back to win the ball from Anna Rybacki there and temporarily does. Ball goes out of bounds. Does go off of Somerset. Marley's going to drop the ball as a mid and let Drace as a defender throw the ball. It gets touched out by Somerset again there. Number 7 just banged the ball out of bounds. Morgan Peterson, not a lot of composure on the ball there, and they just feel it's safer to kick it out than to deal with it. Montana Hoder takes that throw in to Grace Potter. Potter trying to maintain possession but can't. Savannah Jensen does cut the ball back in there, and again you can see again the quality of the defensive effort by Somerset when they just bang the ball out the end line and are willing to give Hudson another corner. Of course, it hasn't hurt them at this point in the game. We've taken 8 or 9 corner kicks and have mounted no offensive attack on the corners in this first half. Let's see with this corner kick if Taylor Brinkman and the Hudson offense can actually get some movement in the box and try to knock one in. Good ball by Taylor Brinkman. Grace Potter touched it. Header by Shuey and grabbed by Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper for Somerset. Not bad execution there with a corner, a volley, and a header, all by Hudson players there on that one play. So probably Hudson's best opportunity from a corner. Still not an obvious scoring opportunity. Iverson mistouches this ball and carries it out of bounds. It's going to be a Somerset throw-in. Number 14, the defender Hannah Waskowski for Somerset will be taking this throw. Good length on the throw-in by Waskowski. Play is stopped. I wonder if all players were probably not off the field at the time, and that's one of Nepal's pet peeves, and now he's telling her go ahead and throw the ball. Again, good length by Waskowski on the throw. Jess Iverson heads the ball out of bounds, and Waskowski will get an opportunity to rethrow about 15 yards closer. Down the line, Iverson this time touches the ball, keeps it in bounds, and Amanda Carey is going to make that ball hers, and she gets that ball upfield to Grace Potter. Potter turns, can't control the ball, goes over to Somerset, who hits Grace with the ball. Now Montana Hoder, number 18, senior forward for Hudson, has the ball. Somerset with control temporarily here is going to send it out of bounds to nobody. That'll be a Hudson throw-in. Kyla Shuey with a quick start here picks up the ball. It's a quick start, but she's not starting quickly. Ball goes down the sideline there. If you're going to take that much time, you should have the defender throw that in. Carey with the ball, puts it on her left foot, goes up and in to Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper for the Somerset Spartans. Sporletter with the ball is going to punt away. This is a much shorter punt than most, but it goes right to Somerset, so the ball's under control and well done. Somerset trying to send it up and out to their left flank. Their left forward is nowhere to be found, and Karen Chuckle comes out, plays the ball with her feet up and out, and it goes out of bounds. Nobody from Hudson out on that right flank to win that ball. Somerset drops the ball. Their defender's going to take this throw, and does. Marley Johnston steps in, wins this ball, goes up the right flank for the Hudson Raiders, using her space well, gets a good burst of speed past another Somerset defender. That's number 19, Bella Walgren, over on the left side there. She's been playing some on the right as well. That ball went off the Somerset defender, and it's going to be yet another Hudson corner kick. Taylor Brinkman setting the ball on the arc, prepares to take the corner. They run a set play back to the defender there. Number 10, Emma Richard, gets a touch on the ball. She's going to send that ball back toward Brinkman, and they lose it. That was not a very well executed play. However, Drace comes onto the ball as a defender, sends it, switches fields over to Jess Iverson. Iverson tries to get a touch, tries to send it back to her defender, Drace, and does. And Drace sends the ball up the field to her midfielder, Emma Richard, who tries to get it up to the top to Jordan Hilterbrand. Hilterbrand comes on the ball, but a penalty is called there. I believe they're going to call that on Hudson there as the players went down. And Somerset will take the free kick at the spot of the foul. Number 14, Hannah Wiskowski, is going to be the one taking the free kick here. She just does a push pass to her teammate there, but Emma Richard is going to intercept. Number 10, the junior midfielder for Hudson. Richard sends a high arcing ball up to the top there. Goalkeeper Taylor Sportletter gets there before the Hudson Raiders can. Pretty good looking ball by Richard there, and nothing came out of it. Drace with the ball now for the Raiders. Plays a weak ball back to Taylor Brinkman now. Hudson's under some pressure there. Brinkman gets it to Jess Iverson, who gets the ball up to Ani Lewis, number 25 there for the Raiders. Lewis sends the ball out to the left flank there, and Maddie Haynes has the ball, dribbling into the center of the field. Haynes slots the ball to Hilterbrand. I have no idea what they called there. The Somerset had a defender 10 yards in front of Hilterbrand, and if they called offsides on that, they didn't call offsides on that play. They obviously called a foul and are giving it back to Somerset. Folks, I got no idea how they call a foul 30 yards back on that play. Whew, man. Ani Lewis intercepts that ball and starts carrying that ball forward. Getting challenged there by number 19, playing the other side of the field. Again, that's Bella Walgren. She plays a defender, but she's on the right, then she's on the left, then she's on the right. That kid's all over the field. Knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. And Kyla Shuey, number 12, the junior midfielder, is going to take this throw for the Raiders. Shuey trying to get the ball to Amanda Carey in the box, and does. Unfortunately, ball is not controlled, just goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. 0-0 game here, folks. Hudson has outshot Somerset terribly. At this point in the first half, Hudson's already got over 20 shots on the game, and nothing to show for it, folks. It's a 0-0 tie here with Somerset and Hudson. And right now, Somerset has no shots on goal. But it's tied, 0-0. Oh, there's a tough call there that I'm surprised they're not going to call a foul on that play as a Hudson player went over the back of the Somerset Spartan and knocked him down. Ball goes out of bounds off Hudson here. Or no, it goes off the Somerset player. They're going to call a corner kick here, and Taylor Brinkman's coming to take her 743rd corner kick of the game. Brinkman sets the ball on the arc. The foreground there, you can see the Hudson Soccer Association ball girls that are helping us out here today, at least one of them. Brinkman lofts the ball to the 6 there, and right on top of the 6, the goalkeeper just steps out and grabs the ball harmlessly because no Hudson Raiders were making a move toward that ball. Goalkeeper punts the ball very short of midfield, but bounces past. Drace, the right back for the Hudson Raiders at this time, plays the ball upfield to Jordan Hilterbrand. Hilterbrand tries to send a left foot to Marley Johnston. Johnston gets it back out to Hilterbrand, who gets it out to Emma Richard. Richard on the right flank crosses the ball in here. Amanda Carey trying to get a foot on that, and the ball goes off of the player, Amanda Carey, number 3 for the Raiders, the senior player. Amanda plays some forward, some defense, and some mid. She's all over the field. Today she's playing mostly midfielder here. Tried to get a foot on it in the goal box, knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Spartans take the goal kick. Ball's going back and forth in possession. Emma Richard battling for it. Sends it out to Marley, who gets it to Helterbrand. Helterbrand trying to cut the ball back, put it on her right foot, gets a left-footed shot off there, goes right to Sporletter of Somerset and gathers the ball in and gets ready to punt it once again. She's going to have a sore leg from stops and punting. Emma Olson back on defense, right defender for the Hudson Raiders, takes this throw. Tries to get it to Emma Richard. The ball goes off the Somerset Spartans. It's going to be a throw in by the Hudson Raiders. Olson with the throw in, up the sideline, off of Emma Richard, who is playing it outside in. In other words, they're on the inside of the field and facing outside, or inside out, I should have said, and just knocked the ball out of bounds. So it's Somerset's ball. Headed back in to Helterbrand there. Hudson had the ball temporarily, dispossessed by Somerset. That's Waskowski with the ball. Sends it up top to the forwards there. That's Anna Rybacki as one of the fast forwards for Somerset. And Ani Lewis is in the middle for the Hudson Raiders there, playing with Marley Johnston. Marley gets it back to the defense. Emma Olson, boy, just casually knocking the ball out of there. Emma Olson not controlling the ball like we'd hope. Going to be a Somerset throw in. Waskowski takes a long throw. Emma Olson tries to get a header. Somerset has the ball up on top, probably in the deepest area Somerset's been the whole game. Iverson trying to clear the ball out of bounds, hits traffic. Emma Olson has the ball. Ball's touched out of bounds by Somerset. Should be a goal kick by the Hudson Raiders. And it is. Ref's got another call right there. Taylor Brinkman, junior defender for the Raiders, taking this goal kick and does. Out to the right side there. Ball's touched by Marley Johnston, sent to the midfield area there. And back to defender, Jess Iverson. Iverson gets it up to Tyler Huber, number 22, the sophomore midfielder for Hudson. Huber doing a nice job getting the ball up the left flank there. Let's see if she can cut it back. Back tap, then a turn, another back tap, and another turn, and yet a third back tap, and she tries to pass it into the middle and can't do it, but Hudson knocks it off the Somerset defenders, and Jess Iverson, number 7, takes a quick start throw, trying to get it to Haynes there. Haynes with, Haynes falls on the ball there. Good hustle by Haynes, gets up, wins the ball. That's good hustle by Haynes. Haynes trying to lift the ball to the center there. Johnston trying to head it. Richard trying to win it. The ball comes back to Marley Johnston. She sends it to Emma Richard out on the right there. Emma Richard off the right foot. Tries to send that ball in. Another ball off the post. That's about number 4 or 5 off the post. That would have been beautiful goals by the Hudson Raiders. They called that ball out of bounds off of Somerset, and it's going to be yet another corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. My gosh. Taylor Brinkman's leg is going to fall off after the number of corner kicks she's taken today. Brinkman goes to the outside D, but it's a weak ball to Jess Iverson, intercepted by Somerset, knocked out of bounds. Must have been off of Jess Iverson. They give the ball to Somerset to take the throw in. Again, not a good throw in. Ball's got to go behind the head, but the referees let that go. Tyler Huber, number 22, the outside mid for Hudson, has the ball. She sends it back to Marley Johnston. Johnston with the right foot sends it up to the right flank, and it goes far enough and not outside enough where goalkeeper Taylor Sporletter gets the ball and punts it away harmlessly. Ball goes near the midfield area there. Touched by Ani Lewis in the middle. Now Emma Richard on the right flank has the ball. One-on-one against the Somerset defender. Richard gets the best of it, gets a yard, lifts the ball into the top of the box there. Haynes can't get control of the ball. She's going to get frustrated seeing that one on tape. There's Amanda Carey with the ball, and it gets flicked out by the Somerset Spartans there. Huber can't control the ball. Somerset wins it, passes it upfield, trying to get it to their midfield, but Amanda Carey's there. Amanda back passes to the defense, and Jess Iverson, number 7, has the ball. She switches fields over to Emma Richard, number 14, the junior defenseman for Hudson. Emma Olson sends that ball back into the mix again to Ani Lewis, number 25. Lewis sends the ball out to Marley Johnston, number 8. Johnston tries to get it up to the forwards and does. Emma Richard now has the ball as the Hudson forward going to the flag area there. Richard sends the ball out the end line on the back of the field, and that'll be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Both teams taking their time to get this ball back in play. Wiskowski for Somerset taking the free kick. Jordan Hilterbrand ball hits her knees, but she can't maintain control and possession. Hudson turns it over. Taylor Brinkman has an uncharacteristic mistouch, and Somerset had a bit of a breakaway opportunity there, but squandered it. Hilterbrand with a touch up field toward Haynes. Haynes trying to get the ball to her feet, and does. Haynes on the left side tries to cut it back in and does. Puts the ball on her right foot, but then it's intercepted by a Somerset defender. Ani Lewis has the ball now, does a left-footed touch back to Haynes. Haynes on the center, turns and fires, but that ball goes up and over the goal post in the net. Haynes had a good turn and fire on that one, folks. And still, the score is 0-0. So after 45 minutes and even the 1 second, 45:01 into the game, score is 0-0 in the first half. Hudson outshot Somerset 32-0. 19 shots were on the frame, and no, I'm sorry. Let me give you the right statistics there. I had the wrong sheet for the wrong game. Hudson in the first half had 21 shots on the first half. 12 were on the frame and no goals. So a 0-0 tie in the first half. Expect a much stronger game out of Hudson. They have had numerous opportunities, and I think hit 4 posts. Here the Hudson Raiders are to start the second half. Nepal signals to the referees and the goalkeepers, getting their approval. He blows his whistle to start the game. He winds the clock, and Hilterbrand gives it to Richard. Richard sends it back upfield for the Hudson Raiders, and they're on the attack early. Hudson Raiders send the ball, trying to get it up to the left there to Tyler Huber. Can't quite get the ball to Huber. The ball goes out of bounds. That's going to go to Somerset. Hudson with control of the ball there. Amanda Carey trying to get around the Somerset defender, and does. Slots the ball to the upper left there. Trying to get it to Haynes, but it went through a little too far. Offsides call against the Raiders, and it's going to be a free kick from the spot of the offsides. Huber for Hudson out on that left side, can't control the ball, goes out of bounds. Somerset takes the throw, does get another touch, sends it to Ani Lewis there, the left back for the Raiders. Lewis gets the ball up to Huber. Somerset intercepts. Jess Iverson trying to win that ball and does. Iverson wins the ball, sends it over to Amanda Carey. Amanda Carey dribbling at speed, sends the ball through ball to Maddie Haynes there on the left flank for the Raiders. Haynes has the ball, cuts it in, heading toward the goal box there. Haynes sends it across, but it's intercepted by Somerset. Huber with the ball now for Hudson. Iverson competing for the ball. Drace comes across the face and wins that ball. Iverson sending a left-footed shot to the goalkeeper there, Taylor Sporletter of the Somerset Spartans on the other end of the field now. Sporletter punting the ball, gets that ball up near the bottom of the arc, nowhere near the center of the midfield though. And Hudson's going to regain possession here. Ball going back and forth, not controlled by either team well. Somerset with the ball. They've actually connected on 2 passes in a row there, which has been unusual. 3 or 4 actually now. Somerset with the ball, goes by Hilterbrand, sends the ball up to the left side of the field there, but Emma Olson tries to keep that ball in play and doesn't, knocks it out of bounds. I guess let's see what they're calling here. Yeah, I think Emma just kicked that out of bounds. Should have been Somerset ball, but again, not the right call, but they'll give it to us that time. You think they even out once in a while? Hilterbrand knocked that ball out of bounds as a Somerset throw in here. Ball goes up and in. Emma Olson touches the ball, tries to get it up to Emma Richard, number 10 for the Raiders. Richard has the ball, cuts it to her left. A little too far away, loses control of the ball. Somerset has it, knocks it out to the right. Turnover shot by the Hudson Raiders. Hit another post, folks. That's nothing new for the Hudson Raiders in this game today. By gosh, I think that was off the goalkeeper's hands into the top bar and over the top, which is going to be another corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. That was a good shot. I believe Amanda Carey took that shot. And ball goes up and over the bar off the hand of the keeper, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. Corner kick goes to Emma Richard, back out to Brinkman. Brinkman tries to get it back to Haynes. Haynes crosses the top of the box, tries to get a shot off, bounces in traffic there, goes back out to Somerset. Emma Richard wins that ball back, number 10, the junior for Hudson. Somerset gathers it in, tries to kick it away, can't clear it out. Now Ani Lewis heads the ball to herself, tries to get a touch, but the ball went out of bounds. They're going to give that to Somerset for a throw-in. Huber intercepts that ball. Haynes gets it, sends it to the middle. Nobody there for Hudson. Taylor Sporletter, goalkeeper for Somerset, gathers it in. Again, start of the second half, we're making Sporletter, the goalkeeper, look pretty good with some pretty easy balls to handle. Somerset does beat Ani Lewis here on this ball. Jess Iverson competing also with Anna Rybacki, number 5 for Somerset. Rybacki still with control of the ball, tries to send it in. I believe that's off of the Hudson defender. And, well, I guess not. It sure looked like that was off the Hudson defender and should have been a corner for Somerset. Instead, they give it to Hudson for a goal kick. Brinkman sends it out. Emma Richard gets a touch on the left flank there, uses her speed to burst down the side. You can see Amanda Carey, number 3, calling for the ball, but Richard can't get rid of it in time to get it to her teammate. Ball goes out of bounds. Should be Hudson Raiders' ball, and it is. Ani Lewis is coming to get this ball as the left defender. Take the throw-in. Lewis takes the throw-in and goes towards Maddie Haynes. Haynes tries to lift it in with her left foot. Not enough length or power on that kick to get where it needed to go. Haynes still battling for the ball. Haynes sends a right-footed shot into the keeper. Taylor Sporletter with her 2047th punt of the game here. Ball's out of bounds off of Somerset. Substitutions coming onto the field. Ani Lewis, the left back for the Hudson Raiders, will take this throw-in. Lewis throws back to Brinkman into open space. Brinkman tries to switch fields to Emma Olson and does. Olson tries to chip one up to a teammate there, gets it to Brinkman, or to Helterbrand. Helterbrand sends it out to Mackenzie Drace. Kenzie Drace has the ball on the outside, cuts it in there, now puts the ball on her left foot, passes to the midfield to Jess Iverson. Iverson with the first shot, and just a slow roller, and the defenders clear that ball out of harm's way. Mackenzie Drace back on the ball. Ball goes back to Brinkman. Brinkman sends the ball back up into the attacking third. Katie Woodley sends the ball to Helterbrand. Can't control it. Somerset gets the ball, tries to clear it out of bounds, and does. Mackenzie Drace, number 11, is going to take the throw-in that went right out on the edge of the field there near the corner flag. Drace gets the throw-in into the box to Helterbrand. Helterbrand lifts the ball up. Oh, that's a nice combination play there. I think that might have been Richard on the backside. Helterbrand gets the ball up and in, and shot came but went over the goal post there. And Hudson still doing 9 out of 10 things right here, but can't get a ball into the back of the net here, folks. Somerset will take the free kick here, and that's Waskowski, Hannah Waskowski, number 14, that's going to take this goal kick. Good length to her game there. Well done. Looked like a couple of handballs there, not called. Mackenzie Drace has the ball up on the sideline. Drace maintaining possession of the ball, tries to lift the ball in. They're going to call that ball out of bounds, I believe. Amanda Carey sends the ball up to Jordan Hildebrand. Hildebrand cuts it with her left foot in, puts the ball on her right, tries to cut it back with her right to the left side there. Good defense by Hannah Wiskowski battling with Hildebrand there. Ball goes out of bounds off Wiskowski. Hildebrand gives the ball to Mackenzie Drace and allows her to take that throw. Drace, normally a midfielder for the Raiders, playing a little bit of defense today. Drace gets the throw in to the box. Katie Woodley flicks it up and in, but nobody's there for the Raiders. Haynes is on the backside, touches it back to Iverson. Iverson trying to get a left foot shot, tries to get it to Huber, but Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper, comes charging out and wins that ball easily away from Tyler Huber, gathers it up, tries to punt it away, but sends it right to Marley Johnston. Marley can't control it. Mackenzie Drace had it temporarily, does again. Drace with the ball coming in towards goal. Let's see what Drace does. Gets a shot off? No, she passes the ball. Passes the ball over to Tyler Huber. Boy, Drace should have unloaded on that thing. There was nothing in front of her but 24 feet of net and 2 feet of kid. Hudson with the ball now. Amanda Carey dealing with the ball. Carey lifts the ball up to Haynes. Haynes with a left-footed volley just chips one up and into the goalkeeper, Taylor Sporletter. She has a lot of saves on the game today, folks, but we haven't had many scoring opportunities. Best scoring opportunities was 4 to 5 balls that have hit the posts that were certainly good scoring opportunities that we just didn't take advantage of. Out on the right side there, number 2, that's Anya Swanson with the ball. Loses it. Jess Iverson gets control and possession. Sends it back to Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis sends it back into the midfield, center midfield to Amanda Carey, number 3. Carey sends it out to Drace, who sends it back to the defense. Emma Olsen. Olsen sends it back to Drace. Good combination play by the Hudson Raiders in open space there. Glad to see passing as well as they have been. Drace has the ball, trying to beat that defender in the corner there. Does not. Wiskowski does a beautiful job, but then she carries it out of bounds. Wiskowski did a nice job of defense on Drace and won the ball and then just banged it out of bounds. Amanda Carey temporarily with the ball. Emma Olsen cuts it back with the left foot, sends it into Jess Iverson. Iverson trying to trap the ball, get it to her feet, and does. She's trying to get it to a teammate, but is intercepted by Somerset. Taylor Brinkman steps up to win this ball. Brinkman trying to send a through ball to Amanda Carey. Amanda Carey with the ball rips a shot that goes high and right of the goal post there on the near side. Nice job by Brinkman to Carey. Hudson's got to do a better job getting those balls inside the frame. Wiskowski taking the free kick for the Spartans. You gotta give Wiskowski some credit there. She's a tough defender and been the player of the game for the Somerset Spartans. Really one of the only effective players for Somerset. Ball goes to the side of the goal and out of bounds there. It's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Wiskowski with the free kick there, trying to get it to a teammate, and not controlled, but Somerset did clear it a little bit out. Ani Lewis won the ball there, sends it up to the left flank to Tyler Huber. Huber gets the ball over to Haynes. Haynes with the ball in the center, getting the ball to Amanda Carey. Amanda Carey, number 3, sends it over to Mackenzie Drace, 11. Drace gets it to Iverson, number 7. Iverson with the ball, puts it on her left foot with the first shot. Iverson, the ball goes to Marley Johnston. Had an empty netter there. She just hits the push pass on the ground into the net. But Iverson's shot there, she's being consoled by Katie Woodley. Marley feels bad on that one, I'm sure. But you know what, folks? She hustled and got to that ball where a lot of kids wouldn't. So that was a good job by Marley Johnston. Just unfortunate that physically couldn't exhibit the proper technique at the time to push past that ball into the net for an easy goal. Goalkeeper was dispossessed and on the opposite side of the goal there, and Johnston had an opportunity of a lifetime there to hit that first goal in for the year for her. So the Raiders still controlling the ball. Wiskowski and Carey battling for the ball. Carey with the ball on the right side of the field. Can't maintain possession. She's mad at herself for that one. And Wiskowski will take the throw in for the Spartans. Waiting for substitutions to come on and off the field. In the foreground, you can see another Hudson soccer player as a ball kid. Wiskowski takes the throw and it goes to Drace. Drace trying to maintain possession but can't. Emma Olsen with the ball on the touchline there. Nice pullback by Emma Olsen. Good bit of footwork, a nice right foot to get the ball up and out. Marley Johnson can't control that ball. Somerset wins it and it goes over. Ball goes out of bounds off of Taylor Brinkman of Hudson. That's going to be a throw-in for the Somerset Spartans. Wiskowski, the do-everything kid for Somerset, taking the throw-in for the Spartans. Ball goes out of bounds off of Emma Olsen as she's battling Rybacki there, trying to decide whose ball it is. Drace thinks it's hers, Somerset thinks it's theirs, and Nepal agrees with Somerset. Nepal, the center referee, is arguing with somebody. Not sure who or what there. Not unusual. Nepal shaking his head vigorously there. Can't understand what is such a problem here. Sending a Somerset player off. It's one of two things. It's either blood or something. Not quite sure what Nepal was doing there. Called time by crossing his arms there, and Somerset sending on another player. So it must have been blood, exposed blood or something like that. Wiskowski, number 14 for Somerset, ready to take the throw in again. Good length on her throw-ins. Can't be controlled by Hudson or by Somerset. Emma Olsen gets a touch. Ani Lewis tried, and then Taylor Brinkman sends a long ball up. Here's a little bit of a breakaway for Hudson, but they're calling offsides. No, they're not calling offsides. You know, folks, somebody's going to have to tell me what Nepal is calling there. Wiskowski for Somerset will take the free kick here. Good free kick taken. Taylor Brinkman sends the ball back up to the midfield area there. Marley Johnson and the Somerset player battling for it. Goes out of bounds. Let's see who gets this throw. It's going to be Somerset off Hudson. No, it's going to be Hudson off Somerset. Your guess is as good as mine at this point with these guys. Emma Olsen picks up the ball, throws it to Mackenzie Drace. Drace trying to get it to Marley Johnson. Johnson sends it to the midfield to Carey. Carey can't control. Somerset sends it out. Jess Iverson with a shot. Gathered in by Taylor Sporletter of Somerset. Hudson continuing with the shot barrage, but no goals, and a 0-0 tie here, folks. And I can promise you that sooner or later the floodgates are going to open and Hudson's going to win this thing big. But I am waiting anxiously, just like you are, to see when that might be. Ani Lewis takes the throw, touched by Somerset. Tyler Huber trying to control but can't. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be a Somerset throw-in. Huber needs to do a better job on the sideline, maintaining possession of those balls, keeping them in. She'll get better. Somerset takes the throw in along the sidelines there. Huber gets a touch on that, sends the ball up to Haynes on the left flank. Here comes Haynes with a bit of space. Haynes coming in on the left flank, sends the ball, trying to get it across, but Somerset does a nice job stepping in with 2 or 3 defenders. Drace temporarily had the ball. Emma Olsen does now. Olsen sends the ball, but it's deflected off the shoulder of a Somerset player. Drace now has it. Drace trying to get some space to work in. Goes past another defender here. Touched out of bounds by Somerset. That'll be a Hudson throw-in. Touched out of bounds by number 18 there. That's Maggie Psycho. Emma Olsen for the Raiders will take this throw-in after substitutions. Olsen takes the throw-in, goes to Marley Johnston. Marley can't control, but Somerset kicks it out of bounds. That will be a corner, exactly, for the Hudson Raiders, which is the right call there. I thought they were calling a goal kick. I would have came unglued. Emma Olson, number 14, junior for the Hudson Raiders, taking her 948th corner kick of the game. Lofts the ball in, touched by Sporletter. Ball's in the box there. Amanda Carey has the ball. Hudson cannot get a clean shot. And Somerset, Anna Rybacki, number 5 there, gets the ball out of the zone there. Tyler Huber, 22 for Hudson, gathers the ball, maintains possession, gets it over to Jess Iverson. Iverson with the ball now, does a sole roll on the top, trying to get it to a teammate. It goes out to Haynes. Haynes with the ball, cuts it across the goal box. Haynes with a shot, deflected out by Somerset. And the foul is called there on Ani Lewis. Ani was on the back of the defender there, and foul was called correctly by Nepal. Going to give a free kick to the Somerset Spartans. Nepal sets the ball. Somerset prepares. It's Waskowski, as expected, to take the free kick. In the air, Jess Iverson gets the first touch. Amanda Carey controls the ball, gets it down to her feet, brings it down to Emma Olson, who brings it to her right side, out to the midfielder Drace. Drace with the ball on the right side, a little give and go. Amanda Carey back to Drace. Drace with a little bit of open space, cuts it in, sends it over to Iverson in the middle of the field. Iverson with lots of free space here, sends a slotted ball to Helterbrand, and Helterbrand pounds the first goal in for the Hudson Raiders. Excellent ball from Drace to Iverson to Helterbrand for the first goal. Wow, 63 minutes and 58 seconds into the game. Hudson gets its first goal from Drace to Helterbrand to Iverson to Helterbrand, and that was very well done. 2 assists on that from Drace to Iverson to Helterbrand. Really well played. 1-0. That's maybe the start of the floodgates that we're talking about here, folks. Let's see what else happens here. See if Hudson can tally a few more here before the game. I guarantee you they will. Somerset with the ball, trying to gain possession, but they lose it quickly. Jordan Helterbrand sends it up to the left flank to Maddie Haynes. See if Haynes can get there before the ball runs out of bounds. They cannot. It's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. 1-0, Hudson Raiders over Somerset on a beautiful day here, playing the Somerset Spartans, who've come down, traveled down to Hudson to play this non-conference game with the Hudson Raiders. Hannah Waskowski, the player of the game for Somerset, who's touched the ball 1,000 times for Somerset today. One of their only capable players, has some pretty good talent. Waskowski sends a good ball, but it's controlled by Hudson. Ani Lewis gets the ball in back, tries to send it back to Taylor Brinkman, and does. Brinkman with the ball sends it back to Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis up the left flank there, trying to get it to forward Maddie Haynes, and does, with an overlapping Kyla Shuey. Kyla Shuey on the left flank there, trying to get the ball in, but it's intercepted by Somerset. Tries to be cleared out. Ani Lewis with the ball again, crosses it over to Jess Iverson. Somerset steps up again and clears the ball out of the way. Brinkman steps up and sends the ball toward the net there, but it goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Taylor Sporletter, goalkeeper, gets it to none other than Hannah Waskowski for the goal kick. Waskowski with the kick, headed down by Marley Johnston, number 8, the freshman midfielder. Marley crosses it into the goal box area where Helterbrand has another shot on goal there. It goes right into the hands of Taylor Sporletter. Nice goalkeeping technique there to not allow that shot into the goal. Amanda Carey gets the ball in the midfield, dispossessed by Somerset, but they turn it right back over to Jess Iverson of Hudson. Iverson with the ball, sends it out to Drace on the right flank there. Drace has the ball, trying to get it down the right side, cuts it back into the middle of the field, sends it back to the defender. That's Emma Olson, number 14 for the Raiders, who gets it to Iverson. Iverson with the ball, makes a move on the Somerset player, cuts the ball back into open space, tries to get it through to Helterbrand, and does. Helterbrand knocks it into the shins of Waskowski, and the Somerset team temporarily controlled it. Iverson with the ball back, gets it back to Drace. Drace with lots of open space to the right here, sends the ball in. On a one hop there, Maddie Haynes coming behind the goalkeeper. Had she cut in front of the goalkeeper, she might have been able to knock that bobbled ball into the net there. But respectful play by Haynes. The goalkeeper stopped that ball and averted the threat by Hudson. Somerset temporarily has control of the ball in the midfield here with Carey trying to win it. Somerset still controls, sending the ball up to the right flank. Nobody there but Taylor Brinkman for the Raiders. Brinkman sends the ball out to the left flank there. That's toward Kyla Shuey. Shuey sends the ball back to Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis sends the ball up to the left there to Maddie Haynes. Haynes gets some open space, and nobody's faster than Haynes on this field. Haynes has got some space on the left. Nice shot by Haynes, but misses the goal to the left side there. Beautiful run, beautiful shot by Haynes, just missed the goal. And heck of a run, heck of a left foot by Haynes. Holy smokes, well done. Goal kick by Hannah Wiskowski for Somerset. Wiskowski takes the kick, lofts it into the air. Ball goes to Helterbrand, over to Haynes. Haynes tries to get it outside to Shuey. Shuey has the ball on her left foot, lifts it up into the goal box area. There goes by Helterbrand. Carey trying to win this ball, pulls it back. Carey trying to get the ball on her right foot, cuts it back to her left, goes through the center. Carey with an open shot and sends it to Haynes. Haynes sends it to Helterbrand, and Helterbrand knocks that ball in. Helterbrand, that comes from Carey at the 68-17 mark. Helterbrand gets her second goal of the game, second in a row, and Hudson leads this game 2-0 at the 68-17 mark of the second half here. Good goal by Helterbrand, being in the right place at the right time. Good assist by Amanda Carey. Number 9 for Somerset is Raina Sowers. Haven't mentioned her name, but she's at the center to take the kickoff for the Spartans and does. They send it back to their midfield, who knock the ball up forward toward their forwards, but the only people there are our defenders for Hudson. That's Emma Olsen, who gets it to Helterbrand. Helterbrand gets the ball to the outside to Maddie Haynes. Haynes on the left side with an opportunity here. Haynes puts another left foot. You can tell by Haynes' actions there, she's frustrated that she's put two balls to the left side of the net. She's just not quite getting turned in time, and actually it's a bit of a tough angle from there too. She's got to cut that ball in a little bit better and get herself exposed to more of the goal face to get a quality shot like that. But Haynes is going to score a goal, I can tell you, the way she's working. Haynes always works hard, and she's like a junkyard dog up on top there. You aren't going to keep Haynes out of the scoring column. Drace with the ball over to Amanda Carey. Carey back out to Drace. Drace, number 11, sends it to 3 Carey. Carey trying to maneuver with the ball and does. Sends it out to Marley Johnston, who sends it back to Amanda Carey. Carey crosses the ball, and that one is buried in. We were just talking about Maddie Haynes, and Carey sends a beautiful ball that gets buried by Maddie Haynes into the net there. That was a great combination play by the Hudson Raiders there. And Drace, Carey, and Haynes combined for the third goal of the game here. So no goals in the first 63 minutes, and we've had 3 goals in 6 minutes here, folks. You talk about the floodgates opening. They've just opened, and you know what? I don't believe they're done yet. Hudson with a 3-0 lead over the Somerset Spartans. Almost 70 minutes into the game at the 16:27 mark, Haynes gets the goal from a beautiful assist by Carey. That was one of the better volleys I've seen all year by Maddie Haynes to score that goal. Balls being passed around in the midfield. Emma Olsen with the ball for the Hudson defense gets the ball up to Amanda Carey. Carey with space and time on the right side sends a slotted ball into Montana Hoder. The ball's knocked out of bounds, or toward Somerset. Amanda Carey knocks the ball out of bounds on the right side, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. So 3 goals in the span of 6 minutes. That's pretty good. I'd like to see 3 more pretty soon. Wiskowski ready for the free kick. Drace intercepts, sends it to Helterbrand. Helterbrand sends it into open space to Ani Lewis, number 25. Lewis trying to get it up on top and does this Savannah Jensen or towards Savannah Jensen, but Kyla Shuey's on the back there. Shuey trying to get it towards Jensen. Ball is kicked, and let's see what they called there. Was it off Jensen? It looks like it was, so it's going to be a goal kick for Somerset. Waskowski readies and takes that goal kick, sends it out to the right side there. Trying to get it up to the forwards. Taylor Brinkman steps up, touches the ball right to the Somerset midfielder there. 25, Ani Lewis, chest traps the ball, brings it down to her feet, gets the ball out to Kyla Shuey on the left flank there. Shuey trying to get the ball up to Savannah Jensen, number 5, the forward for Hudson. Ball is sent up and out a little too far, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Waskowski's going to need several aspirin after this game to take care of the pain in her leg from taking these free kicks all day and the goal kicks. That ball, she's losing a little steam, I think, too. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Ani Lewis with the ball for the Hudson Raiders, dribbling the ball into open space. Slots a beautiful ball to Savannah Jensen, poked out by Somerset, regained by Ani. Ani takes a shot, puts it on goal. It's stopped by Waskowski, who's not only taking all the free kicks, but stopping shots toward the net there. Waskowski, a beautiful chest trap to knock that ball down as it was going toward the goal. That could have easily been a goal by Ani Lewis. And Waskowski, as a defender for Somerset, did a beautiful job stepping in front of that and dropping the ball down to her feet and clearing it. So I got to give props to Waskowski. It'd be nice to have her as a Hudson player. Here is Taylor Sporletter taking the free kick. And again, I think Waskowski's getting so tired she wants Sporletter to take a kick. But I got news for you. Waskowski tired is going to be better than Sporletter fresh. But there's Montana trying to get the ball. Montana Hoder to the Hudson Raiders, and that's going to be off of Somerset. And Amanda Carey takes the throw in there, trying to get it to Hoder. Hoder trying to get it back to Carey. And the ball is still in bounds. Montana Hoder wins this ball, trying to lift it up and into the box area there. Ball's kicked out of bounds. And that's probably going to be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders again. Emma Olson taking her 2,347th corner kick of the game. Lofts this ball toward the 6-yard line, headed by the Hudson players. I think that was Jess Iverson that tried to head that ball, and that was a better attacking set piece for Hudson than what we've seen so far in this game. Shuey making an attempt at a header, but now nowhere close to the ball there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Hudson. It's going to be a Somerset throw-in. Ball again goes off Jess Iverson of Hudson. Going to be a Somerset throw-in. They throw down the line. Iverson heads the ball back out of bounds again. Well, I'm not sure what happened there, folks. I don't know why they gave that back to Hudson. Trying to get the ball to Shuey in the left flank. Shuey puts the ball on her right foot. Good lifted ball toward the goal box area, and guess who it was again? Waskowski for Somerset. Phenomenal game by Waskowski. Shuey has the ball in the center there, and they called a foul on Hudson, and that's going to be a free kick for Somerset. Ani Lewis to Amanda Carey. Carey dribbles the ball up the center of the field, then sends it out to the right flank to Montana Hoder. See if Hoder can catch this ball, and does. Ball must have went out of bounds there off the touchline. They're going to give a throw in to Somerset. Wiskowski with the throw in. Grace Potter bodies the ball down, but it goes back to Wiskowski. Then off of Hoder and out of bounds. Going to be another throw in for Somerset for Wiskowski. Potter bodies the ball out of bounds. Going to be another throw in. And to Carey trying to get that ball up the field. Off the Somerset player and out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Emma Olson of the Hudson Raiders. Gets the ball to Montana Hoder. Montana trying to control it. Somerset gains possession. Goes off of Grace Potter. Hoder gets this ball. Hoder sends the ball in with the right foot. Somerset sends it out of bounds again. Hoder and Potter trying to win the ball there. Somerset just banging the ball out of bounds. Emma Olson ready to take the throw for the Raiders. Grace Potter can't control, but the ball goes off of Hudson, and that'll be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Referee pointed down as a corner to begin with, but I think Nepal overruled him, and they called it a goal kick. Taylor Sporletter taking the goal kick, or corner kick. Let me rephrase that. Goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Hoder trying to maintain possession, can't. Boy, Wiskowski carried that out of bounds. That's unusual for her to do that, but turned it over to Hudson for the throw-in. Emma Olson tries to get the ball into Carey, can't do it. Regains possession of the ball. Emma Olson now gets the ball over to Carey. Carey sends the ball back to Brinkman. Brinkman with a deft touch gets it by the Somerset player, gets it back to Carey. Carey sends the ball up to Montana Hoder on the right flank there. Hoder's got some space, can't control the ball. She does keep it in there. Hoder gets by, tries to send a ball into the goal box area there. Carey has the ball here. See if Carey can get a shot. Carey tries to cross it across the goal face there. Somerset kicks it out of bounds, and so off the end line like that, that's going to be yet another corner for the Hudson Raiders. Emma Olson, number 14 for the Raiders, prepares for the goal kick. Nice, beautiful ball to the goal box area there. Several players diving for that ball, but it goes all the way across. Opens up, Savannah Jensen sends the ball back out to Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis, number 25 with the ball. Lewis sends the ball back to Jensen, number 5 there. Lauren Milbrand taps the ball back to Jess Iverson. Iverson back to the center there to Amanda Carey. Amanda Carey with a shot. Deflects off the Spartans there. Hoder with the ball, and number 9, Grace Potter. Very excited. Grace Potter, number 9 from Amanda Hoder, or for Montana Hoder at the 78-37 mark, gets her first goal of the season there. 4th goal of the game for the Hudson Raiders. Great left-footed shot by Grace Potter there, number 9 for the Hudson Raiders to score that goal and make it 4-0. Hudson, so Somerset is about to kick off and in a hole that's getting deeper by the minute here. We'll see if Hudson can put a few more together here. Somerset back taps. Hudson's going to win that ball. Lauren Milbrand, number 26 with the ball, sends it up to Amanda Carey, number 3. Carey with the ball sends a long slotted ball to Savannah Jensen. Savannah Jensen with some space on the left there. Can't catch up with it. The ball goes out of bounds, so that'll end up being a goal kick for Somerset. Four to nothing today, folks. Hudson over Somerset. Didn't score in the first half. It was a 0-0 tie. Floodgates kind of opened up with Helterbrand with 2 goals and Maddie Haynes leading goal scorer on the team with the 3rd goal of the game. And then recently Grace Potter just put one in. So that ball's out of bounds off Montana Hoder. That's going to be Somerset ball. Somerset number 12 is Sydney Nelson. Is going to turn over the throw-in duties to Hannah Wiskowski. Hannah has played a great game, touched the ball a million times in this game for Somerset because she's had to. There's Amanda Carey, number 3 with the ball, sends it over to Jess Iverson, number 7. Iverson loses control of the ball, regains it, goes to Savannah Jensen. Savannah Jensen with a shot that goes into the net past the goalkeeper. Boy, not a lot of mustard on that shot, but Savannah Jensen was able to knock that ball in on an assist from Jess Iverson, number 7. Savannah Jensen was able to knock that ball through the wickets right under Taylor Sporletter, the goalkeeper, number 1 for Somerset. 2 goals in a row, a goal and about a minute apart. Let's see if we can get even one more goal. Last time we got 3 goals in 6 minutes. Let's see what we can do here to get another quick goal. It'd be nice to see if Hudson could even mercy rule this team with a 10-goal differential, but that would be greedy, I suppose. So Hudson with a 5-0 lead over the Somerset Spartans. Somerset takes the kickoff, loses control quickly. Jess Iverson has the ball. It goes to the outside mid there. Kyla Shuey, who sends it back to Brinkman, trying to get it upfield. Hudson loses it temporarily, but Jess Iverson regains control to Shuey. Shuey with the ball in the midfield there, open space. Lifts a nice ball up to the center area there, right to the goalkeeper. And Montana Hoder tangles with the goalkeeper there. Boy, tough play. Montana Hoder and Grace Potter both attacking that ball, which is what Coach Knutson loves to see. Didn't rough up the goalie, but the goalie sure knew they were there. Well done by Hoder and Potter, attacking that ball and following the pass and shot. Taylor Brinkman up to Jess Iverson. Iverson lays the ball off to Emma Olson. Defender Emma Olson sends the ball upfield toward Montana Hoder in the center. Grace Potter with the left foot sends the ball over to Jensen. Jensen, number 5, who just scored the last goal, with the ball in the midfield there. Jensen gets the ball out to the right side and is dribbling in. Let's see what Jensen does with the ball. Goes over to Potter in the middle there, and Somerset trying to clear the ball out. Ball goes back over to Ani Lewis, the defender, left back for the Raiders. Ball gets tangled there. Kyla Shuey sends the ball off of the Somerset player, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. Taylor Brinkman is going to take this corner. And let's see if Taylor Brinkman can pull out some magic here. Once in a while, a corner kick can be lofted right into the goal on the corner, but that's a bit of magic that doesn't often happen. Brinkman sets up with the kick after the substitution. Brinkman lofts the ball in, a high arcing shot. That ball goes off the post against Waskowski and into the goal. Boy, there's the magic I was talking about. Brinkman at the 81st minute and 59 seconds, almost 82 minutes into the game, scores the 6th goal for the Hudson Raiders off of a corner kick that hit the post and technically was an own goal deflected in by the Somerset defender. Not much she could do about it. That was just a beautifully arced ball by Taylor Brinkman off the post into the defender, into the goal. Brinkman gets credited for that goal. 6th goal of the game here. Hudson is up 6-0, 82 minutes into the game here. And I don't think they're done yet, folks. Ani Lewis, defender for the Raiders, takes this throw, goes up the sideline, touched by Haynes. Somerset gets a touch, but Marley Johnston wins it back. Somerset sends the ball upfield. Hudson knocks it back. Johnston with control again sends it outside to Mackenzie Drace. Drace turns it over. Somerset has the ball, trying to connect on passes, but they have a tough time doing that today, folks. Taylor Brinkman, number 15, who just scored, trying to run down that ball, and Somerset just kicks it out of bounds. That's going to be a Hudson throw-in. Ani Lewis with the throw-in for the Raiders. Again, gets knocked out of bounds by Somerset. Another throw by Ani. Knocked out of bounds again by Somerset. Hudson just keeps matriculating up the field. You can see Somerset's MO most oftentimes is just knock the ball out of bounds and restart. But Emma Olson for the Raiders has the ball, lofts the ball up to the right flank. Katie Woodley, number 21 for the Raiders, is there. Tries to send a give-and-go ball to Emma Richard. Ball goes out of bounds off Somerset. It'll be a Hudson throw-in. Emma Richard with the ball, ready for the throw. Sends it to Katie Woodley, who sends it to Emma. Lifts the ball, tries to lift the ball up, but it hits congestion there. Back to Woodley. Woodley with the ball, with Waskowski on her. That's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. He pointed for a throw-in, but he's given the corner kick, which it looked like it was. So Emma Olson with another corner kick on the day. Lofts the ball to the top of the box area. Gets in the hands of the goalkeeper. Oh, man, a golden opportunity missed by Maddie Haynes there on the left. And the ball goes out of bounds off a tipped ball by Haynes, but that ball crossed in front of the goal face and could have easily been a goal. Looks like Taylor Sporletter is a little bit dinged up there with flexing her leg there. And but the ball crossed the goal face there, and there on the backside in her normal, usual place for goals is Maddie Haynes on the backside, and just mistouched that thing. Didn't get that ball into the net like she would have wanted to. There's Jordan Helterbrand with the ball in the top of the box. Sends the ball right to Sporletter, the goalkeeper, who's running a little bit better now. She's going to punt this ball up and away, and does. Short punt. I think she did injure that right leg a little bit. Emma Olson misses this ball, and Somerset gets that ball out on the left flank, but Emma does her job trying to win that ball back. Anna Rybacki and Emma going at it. Rybacki's a good player for Somerset, got a lot of speed as a forward, but Emma has won most of those battles today. Hudson gives up a rare corner kick here to Somerset. I don't believe Somerset runs any set plays, so let's just see what Somerset's going to do on their first corner kick of the game. Well, not a very valiant effort there. But they get another cross on the ball, getting into a dangerous area there. Well, I shouldn't speak too soon. Goal-scoring opportunity for Somerset as Chuckle has to come out of the box and push that one away. Quickly coming on the counter-attack, though, is Hudson with Katie Woodley. Gets the ball up to Jordan Helterbrand. Helterbrand getting the ball into the upper right area to Tyler Huber. Tyler Huber has the ball on the right side, one-on-one at the end there. Bodying, going to the body is Somerset. Good bit of defense here by the Somerset defender there. Emma Olson comes onto the ball, puts the ball on her right foot, lifts it up and in, headed in, but away from the goal there. That was a good header by, I believe, captain Jordan Helterbrand. Goes to the right side of the goal. That's going to be a goal kick for the Somerset Spartans. Good play, though. Nice lofted in ball by Emma Olson, and attempted header by Jordan Helterbrand, just off to the right side of the goal. Hoder cuts it back, has some open space, passes over to Tyler Huber. Tyler loses possession of the ball there to Somerset, regains it back, taps it back to Emma Richard. Emma sends a ball right to the goalkeeper, Taylor Sporletter. A lot of stops for Sporletter on the game today. 6 goals so far against, though. None in the first half and 6 in the second. Floodgates open for Hudson, and we'll see if they are still open. There's Rybacki with the ball for Somerset. Turns it over. Hudson sends it up to Katie Woodley on top. Number 12 for Somerset is Sydney Nelson, trying to play it to the midfield there. Marley Johnston gains control of the ball. Back taps it to Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis gets it out to the left flank there, and that's Mackenzie Drace, number 11. Fighting hard for the ball, gets the ball turned and continues upfield. Mackenzie Drace with the ball, puts it on her right foot, sends it over to Emma Richard. Emma Richard trying to get past one defender but can't. Ball gets picked up by Lauren Milbrandt. Lauren Milbrandt trying to do something with the ball and doesn't. The ball, it's a beautiful shot by Hudson, but it goes off the side of the net again. Hudson having a tough time putting balls on the frame today. Number 16, that is Mariah Patterson, that's going to take the goal kick for the Spartans. Lauren Milbrandt, number 26, lofts the ball into number 21, Katie Woodley. Woodley with the ball on the top of the box and fires, and it sneaks under the goalkeeper, Taylor Sporletter, for a goal. That was a good pass by Lauren Milbrandt, number 26, for the Hudson Raiders to number 21, Katie Woodley. And at the 89th minute of the game, Woodley scores the 7th goal of the game for the Hudson Raiders to put them up 7-0 with 1 minute to play in the contest. So Hudson, who didn't score in the first half, has a burst of 7 goals in the second half. As I keep saying, the floodgates opened and haven't closed yet. Montana Hoder with the ball now. Dispossessed by Somerset. Somerset tries to play the ball up the left flank there. Emma Olson, the defender, gets it back, plays back to Karen Chuckle, the goalkeeper, who will play this with her feet, and does. Nice job by Chuckle. Somerset does win another ball here. Tries to get a turn. Hard tackle by Emma Olson, and then the ball is sent up by, I believe, Emma Richard into open space for the Raiders. Somerset defenders just knock the ball out of bounds to relieve pressure. Hudson's going to take that throw in and take their time in taking that throw in, if I know Coach Knutson and time management of the Hudson Raiders. There's Emma Olson finally. Emma Olson gets the ball to Emma Richard. Emma to Emma, 14-10. And ball is going to be kicked out of bounds there off the end line. That's going to be another corner for Hudson. And that is the game. At the 90th minute, Hudson ends the contest 7-0. Second half, Hudson outshot Somerset 32-0. Only 19 shots on goal for the Raiders, but 7 in the net. So final score, Hudson Raiders 7, Somerset Spartans 0. Knut Johnson reporting for the Hudson Raiders. Thanks for being here tonight.